Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life,
a sad young lad,
more than jewels.
I
and a
wish.
childless baker.
More than life,
I wish
more than anything, more than the moon.
the king is giving a festival.
More than life.
I wish,
I wish you could have a festival.
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything,
I wish we had a child.
I want a child.
I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella?
Which you Cinderella? The festival? The king's festival?
And her father had taken for a new wife, a woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart.
It's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Thank you. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting them. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Certain of the way.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sorta hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Here, now don't stray and be late.
Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
Jack, on the other hand, had no grandmother and no father. Which was any mother. Well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the world was full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
She's given us no milk for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell it.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her ducks. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes, no more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Now go.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least it's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own, but was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
It's the witch from next door.
The old enchantress told them that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told her father what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsleys, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddlefoots, and lettuce. He said, all right. But it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampy, my champy, my favorite. I should have played a spell on him. Right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or... But I let him have the rampy, and I lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought I'd been more than reasonable, but how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? Beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl over the wall and then bang, crash, and lightning flash. Well, that's another story. Never mind anyway, unless a big day came and I made my claim. I don't take away the baby they shrieked and screeched, but I did, and I hit her will she'll never be. And your father cried and your mother died. Room for extra measure. I admit it was a pleasure. I said sorry. I'm still not mollified, and I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You can see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans.
Then the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood!
Our carriage waits.
Please may go to the festival.
The festival? You make us the fools of the festival and mortify the king.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're the...
The witch's beans? We'll take them with us.
No, you are not to come, and that is final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white
And
as
so,
milk, the
the
cape
baker
is
elected
red
me
as
set off
blood,
to
the
meet
hair
the
is yellow
judge's
as
demand.
corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know of his mother's grave, the grave at the hazel tree. Tell her I just want to go to the festival.
Into the woods, it's time to go.
The choice is
Made the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish. I don't care how the time is now.
In the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
To grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood.
No need to be afraid,
There's something in the glade there.
Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying.
Into the woods to see the king.
To sell the
To
cow.
make the potion.
To see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. And home before dark.
had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and visited there so often and wept so much that her tears watered it, until it became a handsome tree.
I wish.
What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visit.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? Ask the tree, and you shall get your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm up to get my wish.
Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here. Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Further in the woods, her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to lie or be misled.
Just slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello. Oh!
Is harm to come to that little girl in the red cape?
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the thing and you take it. Ah, my Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need.
I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a golden cow and the yellow slipper? Oh no.
Cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is
What are you
pure.
doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell's on my...
The cow is white as
milk. Hello there, young man.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
And what are you
And
planning
what
to
are you
do
planning
there?
to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds?
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
Well, I guess my mother and I will have no food to eat.
Beans! We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description?
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must save one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each, at the very least.
Well, could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home!
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans? Are we gonna dispel this curse through deceit?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret
Will
it.
you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows?
Go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
So the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down to me.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what a strange but beautiful name and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand beneath her window and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Get back. I meant fucked up the music. I got on and I said like the first word and this time I was like, stop.
Hello there, little one. Where'd you get that beautiful cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love a red cloak like that.
You'd look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cape. Please, give it back.
I just want to make certain that you really love this cape. Now you go to your granny's, and you be careful that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you get it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? These are only things you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
I can't see good lyrics. And so, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what big eyes you have. The better to see you with, my dear. Oh, grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you have.
The better to eat you with.
With his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where is it? Grandmother, ha! What's that red cloth in the corner of your mouth? Looks to me to be a piece of... Aha! I'll get the cake from within your stomach. Ah!
Ugh, what a fright! How dark and dinky was inside that wolf.
Kill the devil!
Granny!
Quiet, child. This one must be destroyed.
Well, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, was excited and scared. Said, coming with that sickening grin. How could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared. Well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me another with the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only an adult would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no.
To bed without supper for you.
little did they know those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
What a beautiful ball gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? If a king were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Tell me about the ball.
It's a very nice ball.
Yes, and?
And they have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If you knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes, and?
And I'm not in the mood.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as gold.
I must get home.
And I must have your shoes. Wait, come back here.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you'd never dare, 'cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible giant with a terrible roar. So you steal some gold and away you go, and you scramble down to the world below, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Here's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
Where is Milky White? You said I might buy her back?
I know. I'm not certain that 5 gold pieces...
Are you saying that you wish more money? Keep this. I will go fetch more.
Wait, I didn't say... 5 gold pieces! With this, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy yourself?
Who are you?
How badly do you wish your child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
I'm not thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. The price is not what's important. What is important is that your wish is to be honored.
Come here, give me back. What are you doing here now?
I see you have the red cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I have the cape and the cow.
You have the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I've never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better to have entrusted her to you.
Well, she might just as easily run away from you.
But she didn't!
Well, I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now, please go back to the village. I will make things right. And we can go about our normal life. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects. No more witches and dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Go.
Ah, there you are, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I've been looking all night for her, the beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared.
I, too, have found a lovely maiden. She lives in the top of a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
And how do you manage to visit?
I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lets down the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel? What kind of name is that, you jest?
She's as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. Does that make sense? None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Ah, agony, far more painful than yours. When you know she would go with you, if there only were doors.
Agony, oh, the torture they teach. Always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Don't worry.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No! Get the hair!
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again.
I've not seen your son today.
I hope he didn't go up that beanstalk again. Jack! Jack!
Moo!
Moo, looking for your cow?
Oh my gosh, where'd you find her? Hello?
I'm here to make amends.
You've caused enough trouble. Stay out of my path.
I'm here to see your wishes honored.
No!
Excuse me for this. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hello, it's these slippers.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they are all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
One is not likely to do you much good. I must run.
And I must have your shoe.
Stop that!
I need it to have a baby.
And I need it to get out of here.
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in a ball gown? She went in that direction. I was trying to hold her here, for you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
You've the cow!
Yes, we've 2 of the 4.
3.
2!
3? Compare this to your corn.
Where'd you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed, you're daring, you're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing, you're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, you're much more you to be.
It takes two. I thought one was enough, it's not true. It takes two of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. Just the two of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. No, you swear to change. You can tell if you do. It takes two, we've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the world. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the two of us beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none, we got three. We need one, it takes two.
Stop her! Stop that hen! Oh, Providence, my Milky White. And the owners. And my hen.
Ah! Look what this hen has dropped in my hand!
A golden egg. I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, sir, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you. Now, I'm taking my cow.
No, I never said I would sell.
But you took 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
You said I could have my cow.
I know, but I'm not certain that 5 gold pieces would.
You would take money before a child?
Milky White is dead.
2!
With 2 midnights gone, the exhausted baker and baker's wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here, tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best you go for the cow. It's I have made in these previous eves, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine. That is simply fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before she could spirit her away.
Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor?
It was lonely without that tower.
I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me.
I'm no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home, I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I could not supply? Stay with me. Stay with me, the world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen.
No! No!
Let them go on first, and then it's you.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him.
As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares. Knowing this time I've run from him, he spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock where you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Though at home they don't care, you'll be better off where there's nothing to choose and there's nothing to lose. So you fly up your shoe, the from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you'll learn something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. Don't come any closer to me. Please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before. I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it. Magic bean? Nonsense. Don't do that! I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet could not bear to give up another. I need that shoe. That makes no sense. Does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost your life.
The slipper. We both wore.
I will give this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
I need it. It's mine. I don't care if this costs me my life.
Give her the slipper, and all will be...
I have the maiden slipper! And sir, I've succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give her the slipper, and all will come to a happy
Shut
end.
up! Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one. Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the giant.
Well then, if he's been crushed by a giant, there's nothing that any of us can do now, is there? Now, we must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care a giant has fallen from the sky?
You've all the objects?
Yes.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
That cow's been covered with flour.
Well, we did have a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I would prefer a live cow. So bring me back the dead cow and I'll bring it back to life.
You could do that?
Now.
There you are. I've been worried sick.
Mother, look, the most beautiful harp.
Shame on you. You've stolen too much.
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White. Now I have my friend back. And I'm rich.
Wyatt, now feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow. Fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about it, child.
No! We followed your instructions. 1, that cow is as white as milk. And 2, that cape was certainly as red as blood. And 3, the slipper was gold.
And 4, I compared the hair with this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
You
and
what? I've touched that hair. Do you not understand? I can not touch the ingredients.
The corn. The corn.
What?
The silky hair of the corn. Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow. Quickly!
This are better work, old man. But before the last strokes of midnight, your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son. But...
It's working!
She's milking!
I don't understand.
Not now. Into the cow. Son.
Father! Father!
All is repaired.
He's dead!
Mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his home. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father. He and his wife, bewildered, returned home.
The witch, who had been cursed with age and ugliness the nights that her beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was now restored to her former state of youth and beauty.
And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack.
As for Rapunzel, she lived impoverished in the desert, until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it.
And when he approached Rapunzel, overjoyed with seeing him, fell into her arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to confess you as soon as you learned your lesson. This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be as happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please, you're the only family I have. Come with me. You give me no choice.
As is often the way with these tales, in exchange for youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others.
As for Cinderella's prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful my toe.
Darling, I know.
What'll we do?
It'll have to go. When it's fast, you can sing or ride. You have me.
girl obeyed, swallowing the pain, and returned to the prince to become his bride.
The blood within the shoe. This one is not the bride's, that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to put on the shoe.
Why won't it fit? Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his bride, you'll have touch like you never need before.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but once again the prince noticed blood trickling from the shoe. And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride!
I see your prince has found you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong, not right. Kingdom was filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after, journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, extended. Ever after, all the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away, all sadness and laughter, forever after.
Happy now and happy and happy ever after. Joy today and bliss tomorrow, tenderness and laughter. To be happy and forever, you may see your wish come true. Don't be careful, don't be clever, when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though certain, though you may lose the path. If you want your wish, you can have your wish, but you can't just wish. No, to get your wish, you go into the woods where nothing is clear, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, and maybe perhaps the loop can tell.
Into the woods to lift the sky.
Into the woods to lose the longing. To wed the prince, to save the house, to find the father, to have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods. listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Into the woods where nothing's here, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, and make perhaps, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the sky. Into the woods to lose the money. Into the woods to have the child. To wed the prince, to get the money. To save the house, to kill the wolf. To find the father, to conquer the king. To have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to